Hey everyone. Today we are learning the words high frequency words all and sometimes. I want all of the chocolate cake. Yeah. But sometimes it makes my stomach hurt if I eat all of the chocolate cake. Sometimes it makes my stomach hurt. Okay. So, we're going to start with the word all. So the word all is a little bit tricky, but it's a really important one because we use the word all to help us write other words all the time. All. So, all. It sounds like it should be an O there instead of an A. So it's A-L-L, all. Okay, the tricky part is that it sounds like this should be an O. So when we say ah, usually it's an O, but in this case, the A with the two L's says all. So it sounds like an O. And then the other tricky part is that it's two L's and not just one L. So I want you to help me write that. Ready? What was the first letter? A. L. L. All. All. So now, what letter is missing? A. L. Ooh, it's an L. Okay. What letter's missing now? Ooh, it's the A at the beginning. A-L-L, all. Let's see if you can figure out what letter's missing now. Ooh, I tricked you. It wasn't just one. A, so we need two L's to make it all. A-L-L, all. Okay. Go ahead and practice writing all. Do it at least 3 times. You can do it on a high frequency word hand. You can do it on flashcards. You could do a scavenger hunt and see how many times you can find all in a book or all around your house. You could make a collage of it. You could sculpt the words. You could use sidewalk chalk to make a hopscotch game or to write it all over the sidewalk outside so that people know how to write the word and read the word all. Okay. Going on to our next word, sometimes. So if I eat all the chocolate cake, sometimes it gives me a stomach ache. But not all the time. Maybe. I don't usually eat all the chocolate cake. Sometimes. So, the tricky thing about sometimes is that just like yesterday's word, anymore, it is 2 words. Okay, it's what we call a compound word. It's 2 words put together. So we have some and times. Okay, so we're going to first start with some. So some is a tricky one. It sounds like it should be S-U-M. Okay, but it is not. S-U-M, some, means adding. So that's like in math. The sum of 2 and 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is called a sum. Okay, but that's not the kind of sum we're talking about. We're talking about sums, so part of. I want some of the markers. I have some of the markers here. I have some sticky notes all over my table. Some, meaning a number that we don't quite know exactly what it is, but it is a number that is more than 1. So some. Okay? The tricky part is that O instead of the U, and then the silent E. Usually the silent E should make it say O, but it doesn't. In this case, it's just a tricky one, and it's some. S-O-M-E. Some. So now we're going to do the word times down here. Thankfully, times is a little less tricky. The only tricky part about times is that silent E down there to make the I say I. Okay, otherwise it would say Tims, and we don't want some Tims. We want some times. Okay, I don't know what I'd do with extra Tims. I don't have any beds for Tims to sleep in. Okay, Tims being people. So we need times. So we need that silent E in there to make it say times. And we need to make sure that the silent E goes before the S, that the S comes after that silent E. That part's also tricky. So that ES is kind of tricky. Okay, so sometimes. So now we're going to put them together. So help me write some. S, and then the tricky part was that it was an O, not a U. M, and there's that silent E. Oops, and I'm not leaving myself enough space to write times, so I'm going to start over here. Some, S-O-M-E. Remember the tricky O and E. So some, and then times. T-I-M. Uh-oh, it doesn't say time yet. It says Tim. I need my silent E. Sometimes. Okay, I put two words together to get sometimes. Some and times. So go ahead and practice it. Write it 3 times at least. You could do it on a high frequency word hand. You could do it on flashcards, do a scavenger hunt, make a collage, sculpt the words. You could use sidewalk chalk to write it outside. That way people know how to read and write sometimes. Okay? Just practice it. Figure out how you are going to practice reading and writing the words sometimes so that you remember. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. Hope you find a fun way to practice your high frequency words. Stay safe, wash your hands, and have fun. Bye, everyone.